Hi, in this video I'm going to give you a run through how to replace the rubber contact strips on a Korg Kronos to fix the keyboard issue. Let's go. Welcome to Tech to Tunes. This is Dennis, and I'm going to take you through the repair required on the original Korg Kronos in 2011 to fix the keybed issue. Now, for those who know what I'm talking about, will appreciate how simple a fix this is. For those who don't know, the original Korg Kronos had a bit of an issue where if you played very softly, notes would either cut out before they should, or sometimes double hit. So at first they were replacing keybeds, then they decided to do a software update which helped slightly, but in the end they realized that by just replacing the rubber contact strips with updated models, that would fix the issue. So what we have here is my Korg Kronos, which I've had since 2011, and I finally have gotten around to getting the strips and replacing them. So I decided to do a bit of a video. So to start with, as you can see above, I've put some cardboard strips between the keyboard and the frame. It has to be very thin, but it's just to stop the keyboard from moving when you're pulling the machine apart. This is recommended to do so that you don't get any scratches or keys that come out unnecessarily. The other thing I suggest you do is to get some electrical tape, as you can see here. I got two of them. One I put around the XY controller, the other one around the pitch bend modulation. So that way when you turn the keyboard upside down, you don't break any of those two off, as that would not be a fun repair. So gently turn it around. Once again, you can see the cardboard strips in place, and just before layering it down, putting the electrical tape where it needs to go so that the two controllers don't break. So once you have the Kronos face down, you'll then need to remove all of the screws on the base, excluding the 5 rubber feet. So I've just gone around with the cordless drill, removed all of the outside screws, and then go down the middle. Once you've removed all the screws, I just grabbed one of the corners with the rubber feet and lifted it up and removed the base panel away from the Kronos. And that exposes the insides. So as you can see, it might look a bit complicated, but those two long strips that you can see there, they're the two strips that will have to come out. And then the two contact boards underneath, which will then expose the contact strips that need replacing. So see those screws there that I'm pointing to, they will have to come out to expose the contact board. You can see in this picture that I've already removed one of them, one of the actual metal strips. And now I'll just go and remove the other strip. On the second strip, you'll see there's an electrical board that just has a couple screws. Just remove those two screws. You don't have to unplug that board. It's more than happy to just move off to the side and still stay connected. It won't get in the way of the contact strip swap. So now the screws that hold in the bottom strips need to come out. There's one in the middle, one off to the side. Once you've removed those, the two contact strips which are joined in the middle, you can just lift the front up and then angle it out. And you can now see underneath the pink rubber contact strips that we will be replacing with the new ones. So they just sit in there. There's obviously 88 keys, so 7 lots of 12 and a lot of 4. And you just pull them straight out. There's the new one, the new blue replacement. And the new blue ones literally just pop straight back in. There's no glue, no tools required, just straight in. They have legs that only go one way, so you can't put them in the wrong way. If they're not sitting properly, just double check to make sure that the actual contact strip is being put in the right way. It'll be clear when you see. It'll only go in properly one way. So there's all the strips being put in, and now I will be reinstalling the contact board on top of it. So just in at about a 45-degree angle underneath the clips, as you can see there. Once they're all under the clips, then you can straighten it down. Once I did that, I just put the two screws in the middle and off to the side, the two screws that are there without the two long metal strips in place, which we'll see shortly. So whenever using a cordless drill in these circumstances, use as slow a speed as possible, and the second it grabs, you can stop, and then I'll go through afterwards with a hand screwdriver to tighten it rather than allowing the cordless drill to tighten it. That just saves on stripping the thread, as that's something you definitely do not want to do inside on the action. So here you see I've put the two strips back in. They've already been screwed in place, and putting the board back on. The two strips, it's the same as what they were, taking them off, screws in the same place. Line up the board. And once the board's in place, put the screws in. I normally put them in by hand a little bit first, and then once the thread started, then I'll use the cordless drill to get through until it grabs, and then once it grabs, use the hand screwdriver to finish it off, once again not to thread it. Once all the screws are in place, turn the keyboard around, remove the tape and the cardboard from the front of the keyboard, double check that the controllers haven't been broken, and then I use that as an opportunity to give the machine a bit of a wipe down, as it hadn't seen a wipe down in quite a while. And that's it. If you like, you can go in and find a copy of the service manual, and there is a test mode you can use to test it. However, obviously, you can just switch the unit back on, plug it in, and see how it goes. And I guarantee you it will play a lot better than it did with the old key contacts if you have the 2011 unit. So there you have it. I won't waste any more of your time. If you have any questions, ask us below. What did you think? Have you needed to do yours? Will you do yours? After seeing this video, does it give you the confidence to do it? Let us know below. So if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the bell, and give us a like. If you have anything else you'd like to see, also throw it down in the comments below and we'll see what we can do for you. That's Dennis from Tech2Tunes, and see you next time.